Welcome to Sky Sports' exclusive coverage of the New Zealand Gaming Championships 2016. This week was monster, it was amazing, and it was also the last game in the round robin, and we went to 3 matches. The first time we've done that in the Hexedome, and it was exceptional. We saw Tigereye take on 2Easy Gaming. Massive, right?
Oh, 3 games, and all 3 games were exciting. You couldn't even pick a winner from like 1 point. It would just flip-flop. So many throws, so many great plays from Tigereye. It was great.
There was just so much on the board for these guys. It was a huge stakes for both teams. They both put everything into it, and the result speaks for itself.
And it was very, very interesting because there was a whole bunch that could come out of this, i.e. the winning team could go up to number 2 to the major final in the Hexedome next week. But Tigereye got it done. They got it done 2 games to 1. Let's check out the highlights because it was exceptional. Pixie and Smite.
All right, well, in game 1, Tigereye took a control-heavy team comp built to hold the middle ground of the fights. A tight early game marked by unrelenting pressure by Tigereye's mid and bot lanes turned into an out-and-out brawl through the mid-game. Ultimately, Tigereye's strategy paid off as fight after fight fell their way, opening up an easy march to the Nexus. And really, we just see that all throughout this game. It was dominant positions. Even when 2Easy looks to find things in their favor, Tigereye's team comp just proved superior at the end of the day. Despite a back-and-forth bloody match, which we absolutely expected, it was Tigereye who started to find their way in, as we see here. Dive starting to turn sour. A great defensive play from Brawler, and we saw that time and time again here. Then the mid-ground control by Rare Fiction, plus the zoning potential out of OK Tiger's ultimates, which were always on point. Tigereye, after they got going, they didn't stop going until the game was won.
Too Easy weren't going to go down without a fight though, as they came into the game nice and hard with a great engaged composition, bringing Rin Toyama on Zac once again. Tigereye held a small lead in the early game, mostly through objectives and occasionally a few kills, but Too Easy, with their team fight power and superior laning, particularly in the top lane with Jack Attack on Na, managed to keep the gold even, importantly, and crucial team fights with Na's massive ultimate were able to bring them back into a snowballing victory. And as you can see, the siege was there for Tigereye, but the dive after dive, Too Easy were able to counter that siege and able to take out a victory, as the win condition for Tigereye just was not able to be met. Tigereye fought hard, trying to claim objectives, but every time Too Easy was there to match them, and Jack Attack every time going massive on that Na.
And in game 3, after 2Easy tied up the series, the pressure was on for both teams as each had proven they could take down the other. The early game was marked by repeat ganks on Tigereye's bot lane by Rin Toyama, but Bomi's tight vision control gave Tigereye all the ground they needed to bust the game wide open. After 2 tight games, Tigereye looked the dominant force in game 3 as they secured the win and tied for 2nd place alongside the villains. And here we see those ganks by Rin Toyama. It was fantastic movement by him the whole way through the early parts of the game, but the response was just there for Tigereye, and Arda fans got out of control as the game went further and further on. We see here just ducking and weaving, completely outplaying and outmaneuvering the 2Easy team comp. From this point onwards, Arda fans was a force to be reckoned with, and nobody could reckon with it. Again, we see Rin Toyama, the proactivity was just never enough. And by the time we hit the later stages of the game, it was OK Tiger dishing out all the damage. An absolute hyper carry on that Jinx, securing, in fact, in the last fight, a quadra kill for himself. After it got going, again, it didn't stop going, and Tigereye took out a solid win.
What an awesome way to end the round robin. Best of 3 went all the way to 3 in the Hexedome. Tigereye got it done, but now we look ahead and it's all about the playoffs, gentlemen.
There's going to be so many great games in that playoffs. We could even see a rematch of this game in a week's time.
That's a great point. But really the big one as we march towards the final for everybody out there that's watching, we head into the major qualifier, the easy road to the final arc. And we have King 5 up against last year's champions, the Villains. Monster matchup.
Absolutely. We have the current #1 contender versus the returning champion. It's been a shaky road for Villains thus far, and King 5 have shown that they're definitely worthy of being there. Are they going to show up? It's going to be exciting.
Well, we will see next week as we enter the Hexedome for the major qualifier. That has been us outstanding tonight, and we look forward to sharing more highlights as we follow the New Zealand Gaming Championships all the way to crown a winner.